Hey tasters! Today's video is about fantasies. No, Annabelle, not those type of fantasies. I am referring, of course, to wine fantasy names. A fantasy name is not a very common feature on the wine label, but I'm sure you've seen it before. It's not the name of the winery, it's not the name of the region, and it's not the name of the grape variety. Wine lovers can learn a great deal about the wine before they've even tasted it just by contemplating the wine fantasy name. And if you take the time to learn the background to the wine fantasy name, then you will win at every wine tasting party. Why? Because everyone loves a good story. So take these three wines for instance. They are called Sibling Rivalry, which is intriguing. It is well worth looking into the backstory. Sibling Rivalry is not the name of the winery. This Canadian winery is called Henry of Pelham. The winery is operated by three brothers. They produce three different types of wine, and each wine is a blend of three grapes. And apparently, when disagreements arise, they make decisions using rock, paper, scissors, which is just hilarious. And that's the point. The fantasy name needs to capture so much nuance about the ethos of the winery, the family dynamics, and the refined character of the wines that emerge from this process. So here's another example. It's called 19 Crimes, and it's a brand by Treasury Wine Estate in Australia. 19 Crimes takes its name from the list of crimes for which people could be sentenced to penal transportation. This was the practice of sending convicts to penal colonies, usually in Australia. The men featured on the labels are real-life criminals, artists, and scholars. The one thing they all had in common was being banished to Australia as a punishment. And I love this fantasy name especially because just as these men were sent away from the old world and made new lives and built a new world for themselves, the grapes that were also transported from the old world to the new world similarly found new ground and developed into wines with their own unique New World character. And my favorite local example of a wine fantasy name is this pair of wines. These wines are called Plagma, and they are by Olympus Wineries. There is a lovely poetic backstory to these delicious examples of white Xynisteri and red Mavro. You see, Olympus Winery is a daughter company to Etgo, a well-established winery founded in 1844. Etgo has remained one of the leaders of the wine world of Cyprus for 6 generations. And it is especially known for its multi-award-winning Commanderia wines. Best known ones are Commanderia St. Nicholas and Commanderia Centurion, but I'll make a different video about that. Now, Commanderia is a dessert wine traditionally produced from the indigenous white Xynisteri and red Mavro blended together. Commanderia is the world's oldest named wine that is still in production, with its name going all the way back to the 12th century. The 12th century Crusades with the Knights of St. John and the Knights Templar. I could go on and on about Commanderia, and in fact I have. I will leave a link for you in the description below, so check out that video next. So what does all this historical backdrop got to do with these two wines? The fantasy name Plagma can be translated as plexus, which is an intricate network of nerves and blood vessels. And as you can see from the artwork on the label, this is indeed an intricate network of lines. The two components of Commanderia have been separated and vinified separate as monovarietal wines. These refreshing, light, citrus-scented Xenisteri and this light, fruity Mavro. However, both draw connecting lines to their Commanderia origin through their grapes and vinification. The white Xenisteri in particular also spends a significant amount of time in used Commanderia barrels, which is genius. This connects their aromatic character to the legendary dessert wine that they are derived from. And similarly, Olympus Winery is also linked to its mother company, Etgo. I love it. Before I wrap this up, as a little bonus for sticking around, are you aware of exactly which 19 crimes you could be transported to Australia for? You can find the full list online. Just ask Google the question, and you absolutely should. It's hilarious. My three favorite ones are the following. Number 1, stealing fish from the river, which I'm pretty sure today we just call fishing. Number 2, setting fire to underwood, which I'm pretty sure we now call camping. And number 3, and my absolute favorite, impersonating an Egyptian, which I'm pretty sure today we call YouTubing. Really, Annabelle, must you? So that, in short, is the meaning of a wine fantasy name. Do you have any examples of your own? If so, please share them in a comment below. Do you have any favorite examples of your own? If so, please share them in the comment section below. Tasters, if you've enjoyed this video, please help me by subscribing and giving it a thumbs up. I will see you next week. Bye!